Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting, and it is Paydirt review time. And for today's review, I'm going to be reviewing a bag of Dan Hurd's half-pound Paydirt. It is a gold-only bag with no gems, and I am extremely excited. I just can't wait to get into that bag. I'm also really scared. I mean, so scared, in fact, that I'm wearing it's my Lucky Gold Painting t-shirt because I don't want both Dan Hurd and Jeff Williams mad at me. So I'm hoping this is pretty good. Now, I will say a couple things, maybe kind of a disclaimer. I do notice that most YouTube people who sell Paydirt don't really have the best ROIs because it's more of a thing to buy from a celebrity type thing. So I'm not expecting a very high ROI on this, but I'm hoping maybe 50 to 60%. I should be able to get that out of it, or at least I'm hoping. And I'm hoping the shirt fills out for what might be lacking in the bag. So I'm just going to get right to it. I'm going to flash up the description, and then we're going to go classify it down. So here's the description. So I have the Paydirt, have my scale, have my classifiers. First off, let's just weigh this up. It is supposed to be a half a pound. And it's not a half a pound. It is 7.7 ounces, including the bag. So it is a little short. Not off to a good start. Okay. All right. Well, let's just open this up, classify it down. I'm going to open it up first, see what's inside, and then we're going to classify. As always, I will rinse this before final. Big chunky material in there. A little bit like crushed ore. Looks promising. A little dusty, but we'll just find out what it does to the water. So let's classify this down and listen to some music. There you go. I'll classify it down in pretty equal amounts, maybe a little bit less in this classification, but pretty good overall. I will say, I forgot to mention it earlier in this part of the video, the description was extremely lacking in this Paydirt. One sentence, pretty much, or one paragraph, not a lot of details other than the fact that, you know, it was Dan Hurd's Paydirt. Didn't have gems. So that's always disappointing, especially from people who pretty much are known for talking a lot. I mean, these are people who talk a lot and love to share information, but yet there's very little information about their Paydirt that they're selling. So that was pretty disappointing as well. But let's see if there's any magnetics in this. A little bit, not too bad for this little bit amount. I'm gonna check out the larger stuff. Yeah, not so bad. Not for this little bit of material. So I'm going to be right back, and we're going to just pan this out and see what kind of gold we get. Well, I have my pan, my dirty water, and the Paydirt. So let's just start off with the +10 and start panning this out. finished panning everything out, and I have to say that was actually a lot of fun. Now, it did have a lot of organics, which I'm not a fan of, but I don't use that in my scoring at all. But it was a lot of fun. As you saw, I had gold in every classification, and I was really surprised to see gold in the plus 10. So let's get to what I found. In the plus 10, found 4 pieces with the one nice little big nugget in there. Listen to it. It's pretty nice. Then in the minus 10 plus 20, even more gold. I guess about 6 pieces in there. 7. Really happy with that. Again, really happy to see gold in 2 classifications right off the bat. And then in the minus 20 plus 40, even more gold. Probably 14 to 20 pieces. I will say this is some of the, not the other stuff, but this minus 20 is some of the flattest gold I have ever seen. I mean, this stuff is paper thin. I mean, very paper thin. I'll be surprised to see if that weighs very much on the scale. And then in the minus 40, even more gold. A nice bit. This is what really surprised me. I kind of figured the gold would mostly be in the minus 10 to plus 40 with maybe a speck or 2 in the minus 40. But seeing that much gold in the minus 40, not sure if it'll budge the scale, but it was really nice. It made it more fun to pan out. And that was only an 8-ounce bag, 7.7 to be technical. So it was really surprising. So let's just start weighing it up. I will weigh one little nugget by itself, 0.195, and we'll just add in the rest. See what the plus 10 was. 0.520. Minus 10 plus 20. 0.210. This will be the surprise one with super flat material. 0.025, almost nothing there, barely budged the scale. Like I said, I was kind of expecting that. So thin. Lastly, minus 40. Also, as you saw, I'm not sure if you could really see it in the video, but the minus 20 on down was really tough because it wanted to float. I mean, it was just trying to get away. I got it all. There you go, 0.030, and we'll just add it all up and got. So there you go, 0.775 grams. And I'm going to be right back with my ROI and my review. All right, finished calculating my ROI, writing up my review, and let's get to it. Again, this was from danhurdsprospecting.com. It was his half-pound, no gem, just gold Paydirt. It had no guarantees of a specific amount of gold, but it does state you will find gold. Its cost was 75 Canadian dollars. Shipping was 17 Canadian dollars. Total cost, once US conversions were hit, was $73.36. Gold recovered right here, 0.775 grams of gold. Gold spot on the day this was received was $50.68, making this gold's value worth $39.20, which makes my ROI 53.54%, or on my scale, a 5.4. Now, again, I will put a disclaimer in there. I think the vast majority of people who buy this Paydirt are not the people who are out seeking higher ROIs. These are all going to be people who are buying this Paydirt simply because it is Dan Hurd's Paydirt, and they're followers of his YouTube channel or his Facebook, or just his personality, that's why they're going to be buying this Paydirt. So I don't know if it's worth it for me or for you if 53% is good, but that's what I recovered. Now for fun factor, I'm giving it a 7. I actually bumped it up a little bit because even though there wasn't a lot of gold, it was a very small bag with only half a pound. I found gold in every single classification, and that really surprised me. And it made the bag a lot of fun. I mean, I was really surprised I was going to find gold in every classification. So it made it a lot of fun. So it's getting a 7. Now for Paydirt description, I'm only giving them a 4. And that was really disappointing because when you're a YouTube personality, I think those should be the people that have the best descriptions, because these are people who love to talk. They're selling this Paydirt because you follow them on their channel. I will say one thing is when Clash from Clash Guitars did his Paydirt, he had a video attached to his description page showing you him panning it out. So while Dan might have a video out there of him panning out his own material, there is no link to it on that page. And that's his website that he has built. So it really should either be a better description or maybe just a link to a YouTube video that highlights his own Paydirt. So, but unfortunately, he's only getting a 4 because, like you saw, there really wasn't much there. Now, for quantity and packaging, he's getting an 8. An 8 for quantity and an 8 for packaging. It was a little short. It was, wasn't the half pound guaranteed. And the packaging was a coffee bag. So he's getting an 8 for that. Now, for customer service and shipping, he is getting a 10 for both of those just because he's Dan Hurd and you can message him on Facebook. He replies to a lot of his comments on his YouTube channel. And it did ship out relatively fast. I know there was a delay, but they did send out emails telling everyone when it would ship out. So I'm okay with that. The total score right here for Dan Hurd Prospecting's half pound, no gem, just gold bag is a 7. I think it could have been a lot higher if he would have just added to his description. I'm okay kind of with the lower ROI because I kind of expect that from people who are just selling this as a more of a novelty or, buy this from me. And it's not something that they're trying to make repeat customers on as much as a person that just sells Paydirt for a living. The total score right there is a 7. All that's left is for me to flash up the score and give away a 24 karat gold plated dime. So let me flash up the score right here. Now before I get into today's 24 karat gold plated dime winner, I do need to do some shout outs for some more Patreon members of mine. And that is Gary and Doris Lawson and Walt Chapman. So thank you very much for joining my Patreon page. And if anyone else wants to join my Patreon page to help out this channel, go to patreon.com/Miller Prospecting. Now for today's 24 karat gold plated dime winner, it's going to be Trudy Taylor. So Trudy Taylor, make sure you email me so I can send this off to you. And everyone else, thanks for watching. Happy panning. And if you're not already a subscriber, hit the subscribe button below.